Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays the Slay the Spire, and oh lord, it's the Ironclad. After going through a full cycle with no wins. You know what I'm gonna do here, unless we have rich question marks. Yo, we do it. Okay, we got a risky run, but I gotta take it, I think. Enemies in your next three combats have 1 HP. And then, I will admit, I broke down, I solicited advice on Twitter. How do you win as the Ironclad? I got some advice that's good, and I'm not calling you out, okay? But impractical might be one way that I would describe it. Somebody said, just build a 4-card deck that has 2 Shrug It Off, Entrench, and Body Slam. Okay. We start with an 11-card deck, so, you know, when I get the ability to add those 4 cards and then also remove another 11, I'll keep that in mind. At the present moment, here in the real world, corruption has been suggested. Particularly corruption, feel no pain. Juggernaut, barricade. So the block meta seems to be considered the most valuable. In keeping with that, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, you son of a gun. Mummified hand. Oh, I mean, you know what? We're back. Okay. Sure. Here we are. Don't become cursed with doubt. We don't need the gold, do we? I don't know where we're going on this deck. Things are getting a little spooky. Mind you. I mean, this guy, he's toast. Bag of prep is fine. There's barricade. Oh my god. Well, if it isn't the cards we specifically asked for. This is very wild. Because this isn't combat, we're gonna get another elite for free, which is hilarious. Look, this is really funny. I still don't really know how we're gonna kill enemies just yet, but I'm kind of a believer. I'm looking at it and I'm like, hold up, maybe we do want a Searing Blow. It's early enough, we might be able to upgrade it. Even if we can't upgrade it much, we just kind of need an attack. Well, this is an unusual situation. We shouldn't have even played the defend, but we have corruption and barricade immediately. What do you do with this new information? We want body slams, I guess. That's a big one. It seems like we'll probably be able to get the clash really quickly, but I don't know if it does enough damage to be considered worth it right now. Let me think. So I'm going way overboard probably on a thin deck here. But I'm really asking for mercy. Or at the very least, another healer like Ana. That's right, I'm hip. I'm with it. Because I've never... Basically, we got unlimited power. The game said, hey, how would you like to have a little bit of everything? And I said, I guess that's okay. I mean, that's specifically what I asked for, so how can I complain? And I'm now out of my depth. This is too many rare cards for one man this early. So this is what we want, basically. And what we've wanted the whole time. So what are we going to upgrade? I don't know. I mean, as of right now, I would love to get a spoon as a relic, but that's not really what you asked. Let's get cycle faster. I mean, we can afford to add any skill because it's just going to exhaust. But I think for upgrades, we definitely want to upgrade something that's going to stay in the deck. And, you know, Searing Blow +1 is not impressing anybody, but it's a start. Metallicize. Okay. I still think you play Corruption. And then you just don't play your defense until you have to or until you have block. Barricade, I should say. So do me a favor, exhaust our basic strike and then draw Barricade. Chose not to draw Barricade, that's alright, I'm not mad. Here's the thing, we would lose these blocks anyway. Or we would lose the block anyway from it, so it doesn't matter whether or not we have Barricade here. I don't really want to use Flame Barrier on... I guess we... Why wouldn't we? When we have Barricade. Yeah. Okay, so what are we relying on? Putting up a bunch of block, yes. But also, from this point onwards, we're basically in a race with the enemy. We have 5 cards left in the deck. So what do? You alternate playing Bash and Searing Blow. So it goes, you know, half the turns are Bash, half the turns are Searing Blow. Pretty soon we're just going to be drawing Burns. Can we get there? I don't know, man. I'm very thankful Barricade exists, I'll tell you that much. I think we're going to die, and that's hilarious. They were right. No one man should have all that power. 30 damage. We're not dead. We're alive with 1 HP. Send me to hell. What did we need? We needed to have 15 more block cards. I don't know. There might be a situation where we corrupted too early. Sure. Okay? I don't know. I'm like in tears right now. I thought that was the one. Well, we'll start a little bit more conventionally, probably. You know what? This path is like 8 shops, but sure, let's do it. I apologize for that one, but all I'm going to say in my own defense is I feel like we took almost every block we were able to take. I guess we could have been a little bit more aggro on the shops, but here we are. So, normally I would take armaments. I think I've accepted Shrug It Off. I mean, I've always liked it. But now I've accepted it as my lord and savior. We can do 19 damage. It's not enough to get a kill. I have to be honest, as much as it pains me to admit this, I'm actually, like, happier to be on a more conventional run here. Like, I just feel safer now that I know what's happening. And we can slowly get better. I'm still gonna take Spot Weakness. And it's been a card that's been touchy. And it ends up being a dead card way more often than I'd like. But it is a way to build strength. And I think that's one way you get to victory in this game. And especially early. I just need an engine that can help us beat the boss. Admittedly, Body Slam is really good. We haven't said no to this archetype, but we're saying maybe not yet. No spot weakness, huh? No spot weakness, huh? We're just biding our time. Okay, so he's done 10 damage to us. It's not that bad. But we definitely want to make sure we kill him so he doesn't get away with our gold. We're in an acceptable upgrade territory. Barely got him, but got him nonetheless. And we do want to take, like, strength benefiting cards. So, both these are our first two targets for sure. Spot Weakness and Sword Boomerang. Limit Break is a must-have. And now, I'm sorry, Sword Boomerang, but you're going to be pushed one further down the queue. Because Limit Break is basically a win condition. Anchor's fine. Right. Remember that you have Anchor, so you definitely could have played more attacks there. You know what I like about this is that, like, one explosion potion just finishes it off. Thank you. Pummel, I think, is actually better than Battle Trance here, and that's something you're not going to hear me say too often. We're also going to take a Whirlwind, and I want you to know we are way, way, way too deep on attacks right now. We'll lose 7 max HP. We need more defense. To the extent that I'm actually, like, a little... I'm gonna hit you, because I know we get Whirlwind soon anyway. I'm a little worried. Thank you. That we're gonna struggle against this boss. I actually think Exhume is fine. Being able to bring back a Pummel is kind of the big one, but I'm gonna go for the 3 block, and I know that seems a little bit but I do think that it's just this guy's a problem right now. So not getting Spot Weakness on a turn where we could use it, also a problem, by the way. So we're gonna take a nasty hit. The thing is, once we get over this guy, it's done. You know, once we start to get the ability to gain strength, we're gonna be set. I'm not even gonna vulnerable him. That's not part of the win condition. Now, I'm gritting my teeth a little bit here because I know we're not playing anything. I think we have to hit him with that so we can roll him over. Things are going to be tight here. So we want... That's fine. We want limit breaks, though. Thank you. Okay. I'm not going to say we win because I think that's way too reckless. But we're starting to get there. Don't you do me like this. I'm not going to exhume Pummel. I'll hit you for 18. That sounds fantastic. Still very in tight. Basically, I want to one-tap you, if possible. Thank God for Shrug It Off. Okay, now was that dangerous? Yeah, turns out it was a little touchy. Being able to exhume Pummel multiple times does seem great, but we already have one. Give me that double tap. And then, to be honest, yeah, less rewards. We need blocks, without a doubt. But I'll be the guy who says I think that floor went okay. And there's a path I like here. It's rich with question marks and combat. That's a terrible first turn. I basically hate you, but sure. You gotta hit him with this. Thank God we heal between combat. That's all I'm gonna say. Gives us the sustenance we need. That's not the block I want. If we had Feel No Pain, we'd feel differently, but we don't. To be honest, dead draw. Maybe should have just double tapped Bash there. It's alright, you know, who cares about spot weakness anyway? It's a dumb card that isn't necessary. Haha. How do we win this run? Well, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say. God, I hate the vulnerability. We win this run by drawing spot weakness before limit break, which has not happened yet. Or has not happened much. I think we could probably be of the position that beggars can't be choosers, so sure, we took Rage as a way to keep ourselves going here. That's, what do you take? Do you double limit break or spot weakness? You definitely double limit break, but spot weakness, you still want it to show up first. It's actually a very strong first turn. And now, all of a sudden, would you look at that? 8 strength up. Still need to preserve our HP as long as possible. And it's not working out too well so far. I hate it. 3 block per attack? That's fine. So, what wins us the run now? How do we pull it out? Haha. We pull it out with a Reaper. Can't drink that yet, huh? It's a little touchy. We don't even want to draw a spot weakness, so just hit them all for 48. 32, that's what I meant to say. Same difference. I mean, pummel for 8 damage is misery. But, as much as I hate to say it, it does put you in strike range next turn. Unfortunately, it wasn't even worth playing. Unfortunately, we don't have a strike. Haha. I'm gonna draw 2 limit breaks this turn, just 1. Wow, we are dead again. Good God. Please. Mega crit. I beg of you. Random rare is the... It's not bad, okay? I want that to be known. I don't think this is a bad get. I do think we really want a Rupture in order to make it truly give us what we needed to give us. Then it's 1 strength per turn, which is kind of like, you know, a jank demon form, and something I would not be sad to see. 22 damage. We can't do it. So we're trying again. I mean, as always, I apologize to you for the, I don't want to even call it inefficient. We're going to take Cleave just to specifically give us a leg up against easy enemy, or against the weak 4 enemies. It's also technically stronger than a strike, but no longer is that particularly shrewd reasoning. It never was, but for a while I thought it was. What I was gonna say is I apologize to you. So it's 12-9-9. That's definitely enough to get a kill. I apologize to you guys for being so bad with the Ironclad lately, but I'm not even thinking about it. I'm still... This has never... at least over the... that sucks. Over the course of this video, we have not been screwed by that until now. That time was a very different story. It screwed us real bad. I'm hoping we can get back from it. I'm not playing Brutality. I think Brutality is really important. Don't take that out of context. But I think it's really important on a run where we want to play Rampage more often. But for now, every little bit of HP is even more valuable. So we're really playing with fire here, but I wouldn't even say I stand by it. I don't know, man. I'm a victim of circumstance, I suppose. You might disagree with that defend, but I'll take yeah, let's just kill ourselves to get 2 upgrades. That seems like that's a strong choice. It's a really good idea. You can tell I'm sort of losing it here. Not in general. Like, in general, I'm feeling pretty good today. It's still early in the morning. Plenty of opportunities to redeem myself in other avenues of my life. He's our boss. Hello again. We actually have sustenance against him as a result of the rampage. It's actually pretty nice as well. Dude, Flame Barrier and Disarm are both so good. Rampage does not benefit other rampages. We're better off with one, probably, although it is better than every strike, and it would make our hold, well, it would make our deck on the whole stronger. I'm thinking, and it's like, do you want Flame Barrier or do you want Disarm? I think Flame Barrier is a little better right now, but it's not super easy. And you know what? I actually kind of enjoy where this deck is at, so we're going to be just sticking here. And I don't know what to tell you on a turn like this where you draw 4 good blocks, and then I was just going to say, next turn, they're like, nah, don't worry about it. Just take the hit. Okay, well, we need to play Rampage. If we have to use our speed potion, doesn't bother me. So how do we beat this guy? I'm gonna do it. Because the way that we beat this guy is we play Rampage every time it shows up unless it's truly catastrophic. I refuse to give up. I'm going to try something different on this run if the conditions befit it. Terrible start. And you know what? I got an idea. I'm actually going to... no. I'm going to abandon run because I just think 7 max HP by default is trashed here. And I'm in the position right now where I have to be shooting for the moon. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Give me that any day of the week. What am I going to do? I am going to fatten the bejesus out of this deck early. I think as the other characters, we can justify having thin decks, although you may disagree. And judging from the tweets and comments, a lot of people do, and that's fine too. Very, very nice to get Shuriken there. However, as the Ironclad, I think the default deck kind of sucks. So I'm not even worried about what we're getting so far. As long as it seems decent, we're taking it. And we'll take the heavy upgrade path here for sure. So first call, armaments, no doubt. We might want to build with a little bit more focus. Because we do have Shuriken. So like next turn, for example, maybe we can just do 3 attacks. Seems like that's going to be a little unlikely. Goodbye, Bash. Hate to say it. Just get those dazes out of here. Let it be known, I tried to thicken this deck, okay? This fight, any enemy, especially early on, that adds, you know, potentially 6 cards, 6 dazes into your deck, or 6 burns, or 6 whatevers, you know, you're gonna have a problem. We're actually doing relatively okay here, I think. Probably you're the next to die. Okay, so we actually, maybe it's good that we get a chance to slow down a little bit here. I actually think, believe it or not, that this is our best start so far. I hate these turns because we gain nothing, but it's very slowly but surely we're going to get there. So maybe slowing down here is a good thing. It allows us to think. How do you build into a good Shuriken deck? Initially, my brain is like, it's very simple. You just get clashes. And clashes are fine. You do run the risk. Thank you. Thank you so much. You do run the risk still of just having them be unplayable. I think you want double taps. I mean, you always want double tap. It's a great rare. Especially if you get something like a Reaper, a Bludgeon, you know, anything you can take advantage of in a big way. But double taps plus energy seems like maybe the most sustainable way to make it happen for me. Thank God we got so many upgrades early, because, dude, I mean, for much of this fight, more than half of our deck was dazes. That's a sad thought, but it's also true. I mean, look at how many cards we've exhausted. So, remember, keep fattening the deck, but fatten it with good stuff. I think a Shrug is in order, but I still would like more attacks. It's just that Shrug is good enough to make me question it. Draw 2, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, then exhaust. I don't know. I think I'd rather have a True Grit to get rid of, like, burns or something. Let me guess. Same boss? Same? Of course. Why would it be any other boss? Like... So we chose to opt out of the elite fight. We're going to take 6 damage here. We might have to rest before the boss. That's a dangerous one, but we might have to rest before the boss, and I do mean might. But I'm here to tell you, I'm willing to do so, because I think that this run actually has much more of a chance. I'm taking cheap attacks with statuses right now. Okay, dude, thank God for crowd control, but I'm taking cheap attacks with statuses right now because I think it's warranted. These guys are horrible. I don't know, man. They're doing 30 damage. The one time we don't have a cleave. We didn't get out in front of them at all here. 24 damage. Oh my god. Well, we are ahead of them now, but it still sucks really, really, really badly. I'm like, Thunderclap, Strike is enough. Okay, don't freak out. Like, don't... I think I've, under the curtain or behind the curtain, made some bad decisions on this run for sure. Dude, Fiendfire is incredible. I just might not want to exhaust everything in my hand early. Still. Oh, a single enemy. Thank you. Not loving the fact we haven't been able to play or get benefits out of a single Shuriken so far, by the way. I was hoping for Fiendfire. No Fiendfire means next turn we're likely to draw it. We don't really want to draw it now. I don't know what you do. I guess you hit him hard and then hope you draw enough defense next turn. We could have avoided the Entangle. It just seems a little weak. I don't know. This one, I honestly think I've, like, brain jammed myself into oblivion. It's kind of like the first run that started us off here. Like, we got so much so early that I feel under the gun.
I got your lunch.
Oh, thank you. Alright, now that I have lunch, nothing can stop me. We're going to take a blood for blood, because it is a way for us to sustain life against the boss. Let's save our shrug. I'm very disappointed that at best we can only do 30 damage here, so let's... I don't want to do 7 damage. That's horrible. I'm sorry, Fiendfire. The time is not right. If we can make it through this floor, we definitely should have played a shrug there. That's what I mean when I say there's like mistakes behind the curtain right now. Just playing too reckless. I mean, we're on the first floor like 30 minutes in. That's enough to make any man reckless. Certainly going to rest. I'm going to take a clash. And I recognize our deck is weird right now. But if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. What's the point of the clash? The point of the clash, goodbye Thunderclap, and also 2 very valuable defense. The point of the clash is to try, if at all possible, to get 3 attacks per turn. Then you get the Shuriken advantage, and maybe you can start to put yourself up ahead, you know? You may disagree with that turn, and I don't blame you, but I saw my window. Love the new sound effect on Clash. Oh, I screwed it up a little. What happened? The classic cat almost tripped me to death situation. One of these days, I'm gonna remember how Clash works. Well, I feel good that at least we got Shuriken to pop once. I'm not going to hit you. I'd rather take 0. I think right now we have you. We just need to strike at the right opportunity. Like, just having a free blood for blood, that's the other effect of us taking advantage of that heavy clash turn. Dude, we got another Shuriken. Okay. I don't know. Maybe a clash deck is actually what we need here. We've pulled out of this one, and it's no longer miserable. We made it through. We really want Reaper because we have strength gain. And we need survivability, but admittedly, Limit Break is, of course, very important as well. I'm going to go Reaper, though. You know what? Send me. How do I feel about Pandora's Box? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea whatsoever. Does that answer your question? There is elite level dodgeability. In a way, I think I have to say that I like it. I like where we're at right now. You know why? It's very simple. I do wish we had more energy, though. Well, there's not much we can... I honestly still think we bludgeon you here. I like it because instead of playing our deck, now we just play our hand. And maybe that's what I need. Mind you, we're in a bit of a fight here. So if we're using our noggin, attack please, thank you. How are we going to get out of this? We need more strength gain to make Reaper better. This could be very interesting. I think vulnerability and a ka-chunk on that one is very good stuff. We take 5 damage, but that's okay. In a perfect world, I know what to do against this guy. We gain as much strength as possible. It's not going to happen. Just go for block this turn. We gain as much strength as possible. And then Reaper him. But with only 3 energy, it's very hard. Like it is. It's very hard for us to do 3 attacks per turn. The only exception is when we're also killing him. Like, okay, so I can hit you for 4 and then 9. That will kill you. And at least we healed. I do think we have an obligation to try to fight. And there's nothing better to do. The only... why can't we play Clash? Because of True Grit. If we True Grit, we could bash Clash. It's 30-something damage plus some vulnerability. But what are we going to exhaust? Bludgeon? Bludgeon's a huge get for us. Are we going to exhaust Blood for Blood? Is also great. But we do have another one. Okay, sure. You know what? You've convinced me. It's 29 damage instead of 36, but he does get 1 extra turn of vulnerability. I will play a skill. Don't at me. And then, honestly, that's the play, unfortunately. This turn's a little bit more dangerous because of the whole we die sort of thing. Yep, yeah, this is it's a real problem. I can't kill you, so we need to draw something out of this, but this is making you guys... Okay, you know what? It's been a fun run. Don't at me. I suck. Slay the Spire has gotten the better of me today. It happens from time to time. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Good lord, that was rough.